What is up, everyone? I am back. It's been a couple days, but I am now here with Book 2, The Element Lands. So yeah, last book was The Civilization, Book 1 of the Past Life. That's kind of the series name that I wanted. Yeah, check out The Civilization. It's $3 on Amazon. It's an ebook, which means you can only read on your phone or your tablet or whatever screen. You just can't print it. And shout out to Aiden Barber for helping me edit this. Like, I'll show you some of his edits. He's in the blue pen. He did the edits in the blue pen. See? That's a blue check mark right there. Blue check mark. I don't know. Yeah. He helped me edit. He might call me, and if he does, he'll probably be featured in the coming video or something. I don't know. But yeah, Book 2 actually is not out yet. It's going to be out soon, probably by this weekend. I don't know. But yeah, please check it out once it is out. It'll probably be another ebook on Amazon. I'm basically just getting my books out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to find another way to publish them. That way you can get it printed probably. I don't know. That's in the future. So, starting off, we are going to go into Chapter 1 of The Element Lands. Novice. And this is the one with the edits in it, but it wasn't like the last book, how I added in stuff. It was just mostly spelling stuff and structure stuff. But yeah, let's do this. Chapter 1, Novice. I'm back. Yep, I ended the last book on the cliffhanger, and now we are not on a cliffhanger anymore. So let me start by telling whoever is reading this where the heck I am, because let me tell you, I'm pretty far from Weapon Civilization. The place I'm in is called the Element Lands, but most people call it Element Civilization. But to me, it's the Element Lands. In this place, everyone has an elemental power. I live in the lightning level, but I'm pretty sure there are other elements. The item we have to channel out elemental energy is this ring that can do one tiny spark of lightning. That's it. It's basically a really weak lightning blaster. I mean, this thing is weaker than a taser. I've been using my sword to kill the golems. Oh yeah, the golems, didn't explain them yet. So each day a lightning novice, us lightning rings, has to go to the golem fighting room and kill one lightning golem in order to get elemental essence. In this case, lightning essence, to give to the essence keeper. Then the essence keeper will take the essence and process it, then send it up this big glass tube, then will give you however many essence you gave him or her in the form of upgrade stars. You can upgrade your max health, your ring, and a bunch of less important stuff. For example, what I bought instead. Yeah, the thing I upgraded for some reason on my first day is the color of my ring, using a glyph. Instead of blue lightning, it's now gold lightning. I don't even use the ring to kill the golems, but I changed its color. How smart of me. The golems are powerful, which is why I use my sword. If you're really unlucky, you'll get a speed-based one, which has the ability to ride its lightning. But doesn't attack with it. If you're really unlucky, you'll get a strength-based one, which has crazy attack power, especially for being born with 5 health. So, now I hope you people will understand why I use my sword instead of the pathetic ring. It's for survival. Now, time to explain how we got here. Basically, following that big battle in Weapon Civilization, we were back at the Sword Civilization. By we, I mean my new friends. By my new friends, I mean Hudson the Ultimate Sword, Noah the Netherite Axe, Aaron prefers Big Inferno the Mace, Sarah the Aetherite Sword, Bentix the Netherite Sword, Max the Enderite Sword, Constantine the Netherite Staff, who is mostly Noah's friend, and finally, Layla the Aetherite Staff. We stayed at the Sword Civilization, simply resting and recovering after that battle. All of us had some connection to the past life. We knew one thing, and that was that there were other realm remnants. We were in the Chaos Realms remnant right now, and we wanted to go to some of the other realm remnants to see if we had other connections. The way Hudson and Noah, probably Constantine, were connected to Weapon Civilization. Hudson began experimenting with Chaos Weaver, the ultimate weapon. He eventually found something that would change things forever. It was a secret hidden within Chaos Weaver, and we suspected right away that it would work with the other realm artifacts as well. So I'm just going to say it. Realm artifacts have the ability to make portals to literally anywhere, as far as we can tell. Hudson said he was angry that he couldn't figure out anything with Chaos Weaver, and he slammed it onto the ground and opened a multicolored portal. He jumped through, and I will say I was a little jealous that he saw this and not me, but he saw a glimpse of reality itself. He'd accidentally teleported outside of Weapon Civilization. He said that he saw an infinite and red-orange looking void that spread out around and below Weapon Civilization. This is how we were able to teleport to the Element Lands, which are directly across from the Chaos Realm. Well, Hudson says so anyways. The problem is, we were separated when we walked through the portal to the Element Lands. Or at least its remnant anyway. I don't even know if anyone even made it here or not. Anyway, I've already defeated the golem for the day, cashed in the essence, and got some root beer. For some reason in the Element Lands, the only food available is drinks. Makes no sense. Protein drinks, fruit drinks, even vegetable drinks. Like, have these people even tasted jerky? And what about golden apples and actual carrots? I guess this is my fault, as I was the one to restart the Hyperverse. This is what we have decided on calling the 5 realms, the Hyperverse. I was heading back to my wooden shack in the poor neighborhood when someone behind me said, "Good, I'm not the only one who made it here. Good to see you." I turned around, preparing my sword just in case. Oh yeah, and apparently outside of Weapon Civilization, my sword disappears, but I can generate it at will. Luckily, it was just Layla, though I recognize that voice. "Hey, you're a lightning novice too?" I asked. "No, I'm a wind one. The wind and lightning civilizations, or sections, I guess, are right next to each other. I found a secret door and walked into it, and it led me here." "So this is the lightning section?" she said. "Yeah, this is it. So, do you know what to do to escape or possibly rank up?" I asked her. "Yes, I do. You have to upgrade your ring to level 10, then put your ring into the ring upgrade slot, and you'll receive a runic bracelet. These bracelets are big, like half the size of your arm big. I saw a guy rank up," she explained. "Thanks for the info, Layla. Are you supposed to be here?" I asked. Couldn't afford getting caught by the boss if she wasn't supposed to be here. "You're right, I should go. See you soon, hopefully," she said, then left. I didn't even realize I was tense, but I untensed as soon as she left. "What was wrong with me? Just a friend," I said quietly out loud. Oh yeah, I might as well give a description of Layla. She has white hair that sits over her shoulders with light blue-dyed star shapes on each side of her hair that sits on her shoulders. So, on each side of the hair that sits on her shoulders is where the stars were, and there was only one star per hair shoulders. So, yeah, I'm bad at describing girls. I mean, you try describing girls' hair. It's harder than it sounds. Okay, I'm going to try again. So, she has white hair that hangs on her shoulders. Okay, we're going to take a pause from the book. I just want to say that I purposely over-described Layla, and at first I was going to get rid of that over-described description, but then I'm like, actually, I think it's going to work on the main character and, like, the book and stuff. The reason I over-described Layla in the first place, though, is because my mom and brother were making a freaking smoothie with a blender. Like, I mean, imagine this. I'm typing, right? I mean, it's loud as heck, and I'm like, what in the... Okay, I can do this. No, I didn't. I cannot do it. Back to the book. One star... I'm just going to redo this paragraph, quite honestly. So, she has white hair that hangs on her shoulders. One star with 4 points in the middle of the part where her hair hangs. The star is light blue dyed, perfectly centered and symmetrical. The same is for the other side of her head. Same hanging white hair, same star in the same place. She has light blue eyes to match the dyed hair arrangement. She has a small nose with... Wow. I can't even believe that I hadn't noticed. She had elf ears. She's a freaking elf! Okay, I had no clue that those existed, and I really should pay more attention to my surroundings, I thought to myself. Anyway, she was skinny but not scrawny, and she was the same height as me, which isn't short but isn't tall either. She had, for right now anyway, a white wind ring. She was also really beautiful. Oh, what? No, wait. Who said that? Sure wasn't me. I only describe, don't compliment. Who wrote that? You guys had heard nothing. You hear me? Mouth zipped, right? But, okay, anyway. That's what Layla looked like. I can't believe that she was trapped in that mask for so long. I'm glad she's finally free. Good grief, this thing's gonna turn into a diary if I keep talking about Layla. Back to action, but first, I'm asleep. In the morning, I went to line up to fight the golem, but this time I knew exactly what to upgrade. Oh yeah, the boss is the one who keeps us novices in line and apparently doesn't want outsiders from other elements here. By keeping us in line, I mean he keeps the line in check and scouts the small places we were in after the line is gone and everybody finds something to do in the afternoon. The small place I lived in was a poor neighborhood that only had small shacks and cabins made out of wood. The cabins and shacks, my cat's being sick, are basically the same though, only the cabins look better. Then there was the rich neighborhood, and they have full brick houses. I don't know if it beats the sword civilization's wall houses though. Anyway, I was third in line, and when it was my turn, I was a little worried. I'd only used the ring once, and that was to find out it was bullcrap. So I don't know if I'll be able to do this or not. I could use my sword, but I wanted to get used to the ring so that it's easier to use when it upgrades. The thing about upgrading your ring is that when you defeat a golem with an upgraded wing, it drops more essence when defeated. The level the ring is at is the number of essences the golem will drop. The golems look like electric blue T-Rexes. I walked into the killing room and the door shut behind me. I can say one thing though, and it's that killing golems is 1,000,000 times better than killing people. I hated that. Maybe that's just how what the chaos realm was like though. Anyways, always war and, well, chaos. Anyway, I had to take down a fast golem today. I felt so weak shooting these tiny volts as this giant golem ran at supersonic speeds around the room. Even though the golem can't electrocute you like the strengths ones, they're still pretty annoying. Eventually, the golem stopped moving and I released a rapid fire spark at the golem and it fell, dropping 1 essence. I guess the advantage of having a weak ability is that you're faster with it. With that, I walked out of the room and passed the line, cashed in my essence at the essence converter building, then dropped my upgrade star into the hole. And the shopkeeper nodded. My ring glowed gold, and I realized, even though there was no visual way of seeing it, my ring had upgraded. Nice, thank you. I waved to the shopkeeper, then exited the shop back to my house. Before I reached my house, however, there was a loud shout from Boss. Rank up arena event! Those who are interested, come to the Golem Arena. I had no clue what he was talking about, but I went to his voice. He was at the doors to the Golem Arena, ushering people inside. The arena had somehow changed from completely empty except for an angry golem to a stadium. The boss came in and shouted, Welcome Frank, the new runic bracelet. Can he kill the lightning guardian and rank up, or will he die facing the challenge? I found my seat in the stadium and saw a new runic bracelet stepping forward. Across from him, a stone door was opening. I had never seen a runic bracelet before, so I was pretty curious to see one in action. I was also curious to see what the heck a lightning guardian is. The stone door across from this Frank guy was opening, revealing a huge golem, or guardian, as the boss was calling it. This thing was huge, like twice as huge as the golems we have to fight. It had spikes on its back, huge horns, and overall strong body posture. Its head was tiny and angry. It roared at this Frank guy, then rolled in a spinball move. It was rolling in place to charge up its energy. Frank touched his runic bracelet, almost like a swipe, and 3 glowing blue runes appeared. He touched the first rune, and blue lightning ran around his body as the guardian charged after its spin attack was ready. It looked like Frank was cooked, but instead he reappeared on the far right side of the arena. Wait, runic bracelets have more abilities? I mean, I should have guessed that, but still, awesome! Frank, having successfully dodged the guardian's attack, went in with his own. He activated his bracelet, selected the second icon this time, and activated the coolest ability ever. His hands had blue circles around them with arcane symbols, and 2 beams of blue lightning shot from his hands as the guardian launched another spin attack. The lightning beam and Guardian's attack were causing a stalemate, but then Frank brought his hands closer together, combining the beams into larger ones, and then he teleported away in a flash of lightning. The Guardian crashed into an arena wall. This was making me want to be a runic bracelet so bad right now. Frank went in for the final attack, selecting the third icon, and storm clouds began forming over the Guardian as it recovered from crashing. It was preparing another attack on Frank, but suddenly the storm clouds, which were actually relatively tiny compared to actual ones, began thundering and booming. A huge lightning bolt crashed down onto the Guardian from the storm clouds. The Guardian fell over, its spin attack failed. Energy was radiating and forming around his body as it exploded in a shockwave of lightning. Frank was not ready for this unexpected blast of energy from the Guardian and was thrown back into a wall. Frank fell off the wall, then got back up and brushed himself off. How much health did this guy have? I was so focused on Frank that I hadn't even realized what the Guardian had left behind until Frank bent over and picked it up. One piece of charged essence. It was basically normal essence, only it looked, well, charged in a way. The boss came down from a post in the stadium stairs and approached Frank. Frank began to follow the boss to the arena's exit. The stairs and stadium chairs were beginning to slide into the floor, and in almost no time the arena looked completely normal, only with a lot of spectators leaving. I exited, then ran into the boss, only he was without Frank. "Hey boss, what the heck was that?" I asked him. "I ain't here to answer your questions, kid. Just know that this is what you have to do in order to rank up. And also know that I'm not in charge. See ya, kid," he said, then turned away and walked off into the distance. And that's how my day ended. The battle took pretty much the entire afternoon, and the sun was setting as I made it back to my house. The next day I woke up a little early, eager to try out my new ring. I ran to the arena and was there the same time the boss arrived. "Early today, I see," the boss said. He let me in and I was ready with a new motivation to rank up. I was really unlucky today as I got an attack-based golem. It was blasting beams of lightning at me with its hands, only it didn't look all arcanish like Frank's lightning yesterday. Arcanish is a word, right? Anyway, after dodging and blasting for what seemed like forever, I finally killed the golem, only this time I dropped 2 essences instead of 1. I walked out of the arena holding the essences, and cashed them in for 2 upgrade stars. I upgraded my ring, and it was now level 4 instead of 2. Today I didn't really do much else except walk around the street. The ground was dirt and grass except for the streets and the neighborhoods, but everything else, like walls and the ceiling, were an illusion. It looked like there were mountains in the distance, but these were invisible barriers, stopping anyone who tried to explore past this place. At least it seems more open now. Okay, so yesterday was a bit boring. I killed the golem, upgraded my ring, but today, after killing the golem, getting 4 essences and upgrading my ring to level 8 is where things get interesting because I visited Layla. I went to the left border instead of the right one, which is where the door to the arena is, and slid my hand against the wall. I felt a part that wasn't solid and looked more holographic than anything else. I stuck my hand in, and in the hallway, I'm guessing, seemed big enough for a person to fit inside. I walked in, and I was in a dimly glowing blue hallway, just enough to see. As I walked forward, the walls began to change into white ones, and I ran into Layla, or more like bumped into. "Oops, sorry, I didn't see you," she said, her ears back a little. Again, how did I not realize she was an elf? Her ears literally move, and I didn't notice. But if her ears are back, does that mean she's nervous? I pushed a thought out of my head. Yeah, of course she's nervous. She's sneaking around. So, hey, suppose this is a good hidden spot. My ring's level 8. What level is yours? I asked her casually. Mine's level 8, too. We should rank up at the same time. That way we don't get separated. We need to figure this place out and find everyone else, she said. Yeah, right. Well, see you tomorrow after we rank up, I said as I began to turn around. You too, she called back. With that, I went back to the lightning area, my tension relaxing. I can hug her in the sword civilization, yet I can't speak to her here, I thought to myself as I went back to my shack, preparing for tomorrow. And by preparing, I mean sleeping. On the hopefully final days in Novice Ring, I went to kill the golem. Today it was a strength-based one, and we all know the strategy for taking down one of those. Dodge, blast, repeat. Next, I went to convert my essence into upgrade stars. I was going to visit Layla, but I decided not to. Once I was a runic bracelet, I had to defeat a lightning guardian anyways, so I was a little pressed for time. With that, I went to the little shop and upgraded my ring to level 10. I had 6 essence left over, so I decided to upgrade my resistance to level 3 and my health by 3. I now have 8 total health. With that, I threw my ring into the upgrade slot. Suddenly, there was a golden glow around my right arm as a large bracelet grew over my arm, replacing the glowing area. I was now a runic bracelet in the element lands. Apparently, it also saved my golden glyph. Yay! Suddenly, the boss came up from behind me, and he simply nodded. "No, I'm just playing," he said. Instead, he said, "Ah, you have bracelet now, I see. Come on with me. It's time for your final arena match in the novice section of the element lands," he said. I followed him to the arena, and only time will tell what comes next.